Salutations everyone, this is Razor giving you guys an Overwatch video here on Reinhardt and how to push this objective and play the character the way that he needs to be played. Not the way he should be played, not the best way to play him, the way that quite often needs to be done. Here on El Dorado, one of my favorite maps to be Reinhardt, and one of the maps that I find myself being Reinhardt quite often, because it's an objective game mode. He doesn't do quite as well in non-escort maps, with of course some exceptions. Reinhardt can definitely be more of a versatile character than some people realize. He's good, really good in small spaces. He can actually do quite a bit of damage, get a decent amount of kills. Once you get to learn the character, know the cadence of how to use his powers, when to shield, when to swing away, and when to take one for the team. Because that's what Reinhardt does. And here's just a quick little something that you don't see many Reinhardts do, which you saw me do right there. And that was take time for barrier fields to refill. Because there's only 2,000 damage that this puppy can soak up, and especially if there's, a Torbjorn or a Bastion on the other team, that can dwindle very, very quickly. So, especially with the escort, which with any other hero you would use to block your opponent's line of sight, when you're in a safe area like here, so there are no enemies, and the objective isn't moving to an unsafe area, took time for barrier field to refill. So just always take that little bit of time. And of course, the dude has Earth Shatter, which I think is one of the best and most important game-changing possible ults, because it's instant line of sight, knocks motherfuckers down. It's not like Mei's ults where, they have a little bit of time to escape, or, they might not be immovable or be able to get them all at once. And it's not like Graviton Surge from Zarya, which, a Reinhardt can shield and protect his teammates, or Zarya can shield herself. So those, while those are good ults and good crowd control way of taking out multiple people, or at the very least immobilizing them, I think Earth Shatter is the best version because it's instant, it cannot be blocked, and you could just swing away. Now, so I'm going to go ahead and Earth Shatter, and unfortunately during that charge, I get hooked by the Roadhog here, so that really mitigated how much damage I could do off of that Earth Shatter, but that is just fine. I get the block 8,000 damage with Reinhardt's Barrier without dying, which is not a difficult achievement to get, especially if there's, Bastions and Torbjorns and just a bunch of people shooting at the shield, and you take time for the barrier to refill. And right there, that was just me just taking one for the team. For me, Overwatch, as a person who generally plays solo and, a decent amount of time with one other player, usually very rarely more than that, Overwatch becomes a game of, where did my team go? Oh, they all died? How did they all die? That's my Overwatch experience, not playing with the best of randos out there. Also, here's another technique, is pretty well known, I would assume, but you don't see, I think, some Reinhardts do it. Because he moves slower when he has the shield up, you want to jump shield right here. That'll get you to wherever you're going faster, but still protect you, in certain situations. Obviously, if you are coming from the spawn, you walk your way over, but if you're coming near the objective, or you hear a McCree, calling out what time it might be, and you want to give yourself a little bit of protection, but still move closer to the objective to, get it moving, to force overtime, something like that, then just jump and shield. It's really simple, it's really easy, and it's pretty quick and difficult to screw up. So here I am without barrier, so I go for the Earth Shatter. That also doesn't connect fairly well, but it moves people off of the point. So with Reinhardt, there's a lot of things that this character can do that's very crucial to the game. I think that Reinhardt is one of the most important characters in the entirety of Overwatch, and that I think was very obvious early on, in the alpha and the beta. It was like, man, you need a Reinhardt to push the objective, to soak up a lot of damage, to take aggro, and take out you know, say Zarya, she has her barrier up. That doesn't block melee, so you can just swing away and knock a bitch out there. And your strike, your right bumper mover, you know, whatever it is you're using, that can go through enemy barriers such as an enemy Reinhardt or a Winston shield, and that's also good for free damage on stationary targets like Torbjorn turrets or a sniper that's just not moving, or you have a lineup. You throw down an Earth Shatter, throw out a strike, and then maybe a charge. There's different ways you could utilize Earth Shatter. You can either use Earth Shatter and then use your Sunstrike and then charge to take out, you know, a specific enemy, but still deal damage. You could charge and then Earth Shatter and then start swinging, which I think has the potential of being the most damage output that you can get out of, you know, a perfect scenario Earth Shatter. Or you can, you know, just switch up based off of, you know, what goes on. But basically, when you Earth Shatter, you're going to want it to be at a point of importance, especially in a place here like El Dorado. Indoors here, getting around this corner is very crucial, and sometimes pushing the objective that final, you know, 10-15 meters is going to be, you know, the difference for, you know, that might be a 3-minute long battle trying to get it that distance, and Earth Shatter can help you do that almost instantly if you get, you know, 2, 3, 4, you know, whatever the situation may be, whatever characters you may be fighting. That Earth Shatter is an absolute game changer. It'll knock people out of ults. It'll knock a rather defensive opponents that's, you know, very hard to catch off guard, like a Bastion that's in turret mode, or a Zarya that's shielded, or an enemy Reinhardt. It could just knock that out and make it a real even easy game. So the dude can do damage and he can block, because that's what you need him to be. You need him to be your point man, get in front, protect your teammates, give them safety, but most importantly, move the objective. That's what you need to do with Reinhardt. That's why you have the shield. That's why you have the hammer and the Earth Shatter. And he's a crucial character there's very few instances where you wouldn't want a Reinhardt on your team. And I feel like El Dorado is one of the best maps and most crucial maps to have a Reinhardt. And he's easy to play as well. Very easy to play and pick up. So 21,705 damage blocked. Pretty darn good for a sub 7-minute game here. 7 eliminations, 2 objective kills, 3:05 on the objective time. That's the crucial one. And you don't want to die. So don't drop that shield when you don't have to. Don't just charge in when you know that you have a lineup right there. Do what's best to the team. Reinhardt, he isn't there to get all the kills. He's there to win games. And that's what he does.